So it's hard for me over the years to just pick one miracle story that's my favorite. But if I was to pick a group of miracle stories that have been my favorite, I've always had a special place in my heart for the kids with sensory struggles, with ADHD, on the autism spectrum. And so some of my favorite miracles are the kids that, made eye contact for the first time with their parents, the kids that were speech delayed, maybe saying a few words and exploded with speech, saying multiple word sentences after starting care, and then the kids that struggle with emotional dysregulation that then are able to handle their emotions much better. Those are always my favorite type of miracle cases, and I've been blessed to experience many of those type of miracle cases over the course of the last 10 years being in practice.
I think my favorite miracle story is a little girl we saw a few years ago. She came to us for a variety of reasons, but one of the things that her parents never expected to see change was her emotional abilities. And so I remember her mom coming in one day just vividly crying because she was so happy that her daughter was able to tell her grandfather that she loved him for the first time and sat on his lap, which is a huge deal. So at age 7, she had never done that. She just had never felt safe or comfortable or regulated enough to walk into her grandparents' home and hug her grandpa and tell him that she loved him and sit on his lap. And as I am currently in Ohio with my parents, it's just something I have been thinking about a lot, watching my daughter sit with my dad and be able to express the love and comfort and feel safe to do those things. So that is something I think about all of the time, and that brings me to tears even now, just talking about it.
What's up, everybody? One of my favorite miracle stories at Pinnacle Chiropractic is a story of one of our kiddos. He was on the spectrum, and we'll call him Noah. But Noah was having very terrible thoughts, suicidal thoughts, and he was also on the spectrum. So he was dealing with a lot of things emotionally, physically with tension, and he was feeling like killing himself. And so through his care plan, he really started to open up. He started to become the expression of who he was meant to be, this loving kiddo that was expressing himself. And he wrote this, he showed us this note that he wrote about how he had those feelings. And through chiropractic care and through nervous system regulation, he was able to be who he was meant to be. So it was a beautiful moment. And it's things like those that you don't know how far reaching one little thing can do. So that's my favorite miracle story.
At Pinnacle Chiropractic, we see so many kids come through our doors whose bodies are stuck in survival mode, especially those carrying invisible weights like stress and anxiety. One of those kids that comes to my mind is Reese. Reese is 8 years old. She's the oldest sibling, super type A, has everything together on the outside, but the inside is crumbling. Her body was really starting to show signs of chronic stress, things like anxiety, autoimmune challenges, and even patches of hair loss. Her mom came to us because she didn't want to keep relying on steroids. She wanted to help Reese truly heal from the inside out. What we found in her initial scans confirmed what mom was thinking. There was a lot of inflammation, stress, and tension everywhere, and her nervous system was really stuck in that fight or flight mode. When your body's stuck in that fight or flight mode for so long, it starts to conserve energy and divert energy from long-term healing functions into survival mode. So things that matter the most, like immune system, digestion, hair growth, all of that slows down because the body is stuck in this state. So we started Reese on consistent, frequent adjustments to calm and balance her nervous system because we knew that this had been happening for a long time. And after just 2 months of care, we started seeing her shift. She started talking to us again, interacting tableside. She was smiling more. New hair was even growing on her arms, which she had never experienced before. And so mom said that she actually told her this was totally normal and we're actually supposed to have hair on our arms, but she had never had that. So these are all really cool things that we were seeing. She was letting go of things, being a perfectionist, carrying the stress of being the oldest sibling. She was just enjoying her life more, and her body was showing it. Her nervous system was finally regulating again. Reese's story reminds us that the body knows how to heal given the optimal circumstances. Sometimes it just needs a little help reconnecting. So if your child is struggling with something complex or chronic and you know that they're stuck in this dysregulation fight or flight mode, let us know and see if we can help you. You can visit our website, you can call us, text us, and we'd love to help you.